Hello moneymakers, I have used hundreds of AI applications and Google AI Studio is most useful tool I have ever seen in my life. Check out this demo. I want to add outlines around this image. How can I do that?
Okay, you would like to add an outline to the image. To do this, you will first need to select the image, then click on Edit Image at the top. From there, you should see the Shadows options, where you can add an outline. Is there anything else you would like to know?
Did you see that? Google AI Studio can see my screen and answer questions based on that, which is insane. Trust me guys, this is the end of tutorials era, as this tool will fix all of your problem within seconds without even searching the internet or looking for an answer into the forums. In this video, I will show you how you can use Google AI Studio for content creation and how it can literally change your game. We will first start off with how to design thumbnails, and also we will take help of this tool to edit videos as well. I will also show some other use cases as well. So don't skip a single part of this video. Grab some soft drinks and let's get started. Alright, so how can you use Google AI Studio in your content creation journey? I'll explain it step by step. For example, you can use it to access AI tools, create images, edit videos, and design thumbnails. Basically everything you need for content creation, so let's get started. First, search for Google AI Studio and sign in. Then, go to the live stream option. Now select the screen option to start your live stream. Choose the window where you want to work. Let's start by creating a thumbnail using Google AI Studio. For this, I opened Canva because I want to design a thumbnail for my food channel. Now, I asked the AI, I want to create the exact same thumbnail. Can you guide me?
Okay, I understand that you want to create a thumbnail similar to the one you have shown and want me to guide you step by step. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. First, you'll want to begin with a blank page on Canva. Since the thumbnail you are trying to recreate has a yellow background, you will want to choose a yellow color for your blank page as the first step.
Where can I find and choose a yellow background?
Okay, to add a yellow background, you need to select the blank page in Canva and then click on the background color option. This will open a panel where you can choose a yellow color.
I have added the background. What should I do next?
Okay, now that you have the yellow background, the next step is to add the text. The text says, which one is better? And you can add this using the text tool on Canva.
Where is the option to add text?
Okay, to add text, you'll need to find the text option in the left-hand side panel of Canva. Click on that, and then choose Add a Heading to add the text to your thumbnail.
Now, I want to change my text to white color and add black outlines, just like the thumbnail above. How can I do that?
Okay, I can help you with that. First, select the text box with the text, which one is better? Then, in the top toolbar, you should see a text color option where you can change the font to white, and an effects option where you can add a black outline.
I have changed the text color, but where is the effect option?
Okay, the effects option should be located next to the text color option in the top toolbar when you have the text selected. It usually looks like an effects icon. Click on that and you should have the option to add an outline.
Is it this one?
Yes, you need to click that effects button to add the outline to the text.
All right. Now can you tell me how I can curve the text just like in the thumbnail above?
Okay, I can help with that. In the top toolbar, there should be an option labeled Effects. If you click on that, you will see an option called Curve, which will bend the text. Okay, you have successfully curved the text. What would you like to do next?
That's amazing, guys. If you ever get stuck, this will guide you step by step. Now, I want to add an image of a girl who looks confused.
Okay, to add an image, you will need to go to the Elements tab on the left side of the Canva screen. You can then use the search bar at the top of the Elements menu to search for images you would like to add.
Now I need to add outlines around it.
Okay, now that you've removed the background, you'll need to add an outline to the image using the Effects option. You may need to click on the Effects menu again, and this time you can add a glow effect to create the outline.
Can you repeat one more time?
Okay, the effects option should be located at the top left of the screen in the Edit Image menu after selecting the image. Okay, I see it. Now if you scroll down, you should see the Effects section, with different effects like shadows, duotone, blur, etc.
Alright guys, this is how you can create a thumbnail with Google AI Studio. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, Google AI Studio will solve all of your problems. Alright, now let's check how we can use Google AI Studio for editing. I've always been committed to bringing you the best niche ideas and top-tier tutorials, completely free. Over time, many of you have taken advantage of these resources and built successful businesses just by watching my videos. But I also know that some of you want more. That's exactly why I created AI Maskman Academy. Inside, you'll get full access to exclusive courses covering everything you need to build a profitable YouTube business, live coaching calls where I personally guide you through challenges, a private community of like-minded creators to network and grow with. If you're serious about making money with AI and YouTube, this is your chance to learn directly from me. The best part is, for the initial members, I am offering 70% discount to every one of you. So before the price increases, check out the link in the description now. So now, let's start a new stream because you can only live stream for 10 minutes at a time. After that, you'll need to start again. So now let's ask, I want to remove the green screen from this video. How can I do that?
Yes, I can explain how to remove the green screen. You can select the video clip in the timeline, then in the video panel on the top right, click Remove BG. Then, choose Chroma Key. Select the green color and adjust the intensity to remove the green screen. Let me know if you have more questions.
I want to divide this video into 2 parts.
Video into 2 parts. You can drag the playhead to the desired cut point, and then click the split icon, which is the scissor icon in the timeline. Would you like me to help with another editing task?
Where is the split icon is located?
The split icon is located in the timeline just above the video track. It is a scissor icon and is located between the lock track and add marker icons.
Is it this one?
Yes, that is the correct split icon. Is there anything else I can help with?
Now, I want to add a zoom in and zoom out effect to this video clip.
Okay, to create a zoom in or zoom out effect, select the video clip in the timeline, then navigate to the Video tab on the top right. In the Transform section, you can adjust the scale slider to zoom in or out. You can also animate this change with keyframes if you want a gradual change over time. Would you like more help with keyframes?
Yes.
Keyframes are markers on your video timeline that you can use to change values for a specific effect. To add a keyframe, click the diamond-shaped icon next to the setting you want to change, like the scale option I mentioned earlier. This will add a keyframe at the playhead's current position. You can add another one at a different point in the timeline to adjust the effect. Would you like an example?
That's why, for the first time ever, like this?
Yes, you've added keyframes, and the video is zooming in at the point you have set, which you can see with the movement in the preview window and the change in the scale. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Now tell me, what can I do to zoom out?
Okay, to zoom out, you can move the playhead to the point where you want to begin zooming out, add a new keyframe, then drag the scale slider down to zoom out. You could always go to any previous keyframe you created and adjust the scale up or down, which will create a zoom in or out. Is there anything else?
Guys, you can see how Google AI Studio explains everything perfectly, allowing you to perform any type of editing. Now let's ask a slightly tougher question. You've probably seen those viral glow effect icons, right? Now I want to add a glow effect to my icon as well. So let's ask Google AI Studio how we can do it.
Is that correct?
Hey Google AI, can you see this image?
Yes, I see the image of 2 people standing next to each other with what looks like a bicycle next to them, and it seems you are scaling and positioning it on the screen. Is there something specific you'd like to discuss about it?
I want to add the same glow effect to the bicycle image as in this image.
Okay, so you would like to apply the same glow effect that is on the image of 2 people to the image with the bicycle. I can help with that. First, select the image of the bicycle on the timeline. Next, click on the Effects tab and then search for Glow. Finally, you can adjust the glow settings to make them look similar.
And wow, this is amazing, guys. Even I didn't know that glow icons were made this way. So just like this, You can also use Google AI Studio for video editing. You can use Google AI Studio for more than just editing and thumbnails. For example, if I want to create an image like this, I can simply ask Google AI for help. I want to create a similar image with Leonardo AI, so could you please give me a detailed image prompt?
Okay, you'd like to recreate this image using AI, and you want a detailed prompt? I can do that. The image shows a woman with brown hair and green eyes wearing gold earrings, a gold necklace, and a blue top against a background that has a pink and yellow halo-like effect. The overall style is somewhat photorealistic with an illustrative quality. Would you like me to elaborate more on the style, colors, or the facial features?
Yes.
Okay, let's get more specific with the details. The woman has slightly wavy, medium brown hair parted down the middle that frames her face. Her eyes are a light green, and her eyebrows are dark and well-defined. The earrings are intricate and appear to be gold with multiple colored gemstones. Would you like me to continue with a more specific description of other elements of the image, like the lighting and the background?
Yes.
Okay, let's get more specific with the details. The woman has slightly wavy, medium brown hair parted down the middle that frames her face. Her eyes are a light green, and her eyebrows are dark and well-defined. The earrings are intricate and appear to be gold with multiple colored gemstones. Would you like me to continue with a more specific description of other elements of the image, like the lighting and the background?
No.
Great! So for the AI image prompt, you can use something like a portrait of a young woman with medium brown, slightly wavy hair parted in the middle, light green eyes, dark eyebrows, soft pink lips, and a subtle blush on her cheeks. She's wearing gold earrings with colored gemstones, a delicate gold chain necklace, and a simple blue top. The lighting is soft and diffused with a gentle glow, and the background has vibrant, radial bursts of pink and yellow, creating a halo-like effect. The overall style is photorealistic with an illustrative quality. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Now guide me in Leonardo to create an image.
Okay, to create the image in Leonardo AI, you'll want to copy the prompt I provided and paste it into the prompt box in Leonardo AI. Then adjust any settings as needed, like the model or dimensions, before generating the image.
Now tell me which model I should choose from these options.
Certainly, for this specific image, I think the Portrait Perfect model or the Cinematic Kino option could work well, given the look of the original image you shared. Both of these are designed to produce realistic-looking images of people. Would you like me to elaborate on what to expect from any other models?
So guys, this is how you can use Google AI Studio at every step of your content creation journey. If you want to learn more about how to use it for SEO or anything else, drop a comment below and I'll create part 2 of this video. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next part.